What's up, guys? Welcome to the King Closer Reacts. Today, I am going to be reacting to a one-call close that got posted in our free Facebook group, The Vault, by Dale Kearns Jr. All right, so here's the thing. Dale Kearns Jr., I don't know him, but he's followed my content because he said, hey, RJ, appreciate all of your content. I know you're going to be proud of this one. I followed the King Closers formula to a T. So I'm excited to see this because he says, hey, I followed the King Closers formula. So I want to see, is that the case? And is it truly a one-call close? Let's find out. Let's bring it up here. There's Dale. Dale, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you sharing this. I appreciate you being cool with me doing this reaction video. I don't know anything about this video besides what was posted in the vault. So this is the first time I'm watching it right now. Dale, best of luck. Let's see if you're a closer.
Hello, this is Sylvia.
Hey Sylvia, my name is Dale. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Your name again?
My name is Dale. I'm giving you a call about a property on 149th Street.
Yes, Dale.
You had entered that online that you were looking to possibly sell it.
Yeah.
All right. How much you looking to get for it?
Well, basically, I'm just looking to walk away with 5,000 checks.
Okay.
Okay, so love to start. Few critiques here, Dale. Good start. Okay, love how you looking to sell that property. How much you looking to get for it? What I would say is you could condense that that intro down to make it a little bit more seamless and eliminate any room for some pushback there at the beginning. So, for example, when she said, "Hello, this is Sylvia," you could have said, "Hey, this is Dale Kearns. I was calling about your property at 123 Main Street. You had entered it on my website saying that you're looking to sell that property. Is that correct?" Because then that would have flowed you right in. Again, I know that you're newer in this, right? One of the things I always talk about is become a machine. You're going to get that down just with reps, right? But solid intro there. It almost, I got to feel the energy come from you there a little bit of nerves, a little bit of a smile on your face when you're like, how much you looking to get for it? So I do like that energy because you're kind of like, it's still a little bit uncomfortable for you, but that's okay. You're going to get down to it where it's going to be like, man, this is just what I do. This is the process.
Tell me a little bit about what you got going on there.
I inherited the home from my mom. The house is total. It's a total fixer-upper.
Okay.
A huge yard. It is a huge yard. They came by. The inspector came and told me I wanted it. It's still a solid house, but it needs a roof. Everything inside. Everything. Before my mom passed away.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about, baby. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on. Complete fixer-upper. Mom passed away. Just such a solid, open-ended question right there. Just has led to a wealth of information. And what is Dale doing right now? Look at him going between his screens. He's comping. He's pulling it up on Google Street View. This is what a closer does right here, baby. Get the seller talking, and you're deciding, do I want to buy this property or not? Am I the right solution? Perfection. Love it.
Before I went through probate, he had the electricity done. I don't know how it is now because I haven't been in there.
Okay.
So, but that's it. We still have taxes on it. When I turned it to my name, I went and made arrangements for the payment of the taxes. But I'm not. I don't want to be bothered with that. I have to find money to fix it up, and I don't like all that. I'm not running with that.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. How much is there anything outstanding now that you know of?
Love that question. She talked about a pain point, and the tendency that closers have is that they want to dive into that condition because why? What is he doing? He's trying to analyze the deal. And so there's this tendency to want to think about what's most important to Dale. And Dale avoided that and said, I want to talk about what's most important to Sylvia. That's the key point right here. We don't know at this point how much that question he just asked is going to move the needle to him solving her problem. It could be monumental, but the point is that it just kept the topic on what she wanted to talk about and what is her pain and her motivation for wanting to sell it. And this could potentially be the main reason why she needs to sell this property for the price that she gave.
What do you mean, on the taxes?
Yeah, on anything, like any. Sometimes the city comes around and cleans up, liens and things like that.
No, the only thing is they sent me a thing asking me what I would do with it, asking me to give them a plan of action, but that's about it. Just the taxes. That's it.
Okay.
There you go.
And what inspector did you say came out?
City inspector.
Okay.
They sent out the city inspector.
Do they think it needs to be like demolished and redone, or the foundation's okay? It just needs to be pretty much redone top to bottom.
The inspector told me that the foundation was still good.
Mm-hmm.
So we were looking at, if I was to keep it, I would have to still utilize that foundation and just go in and fix it up. But
yeah.
I don't have the time, nor the patience, nor the money.
Got it. Okay. And you're done the probate and all that. Everything's done on that end?
It's in my name now, yeah.
Okay. All right. How long has it been since that's been completed? Have you talked to anyone else about it?
About a month. No, I haven't.
Got it. Okay.
So right now, this is a struggle that most newer closers are going to have. And Dale's doing a pretty good job, but he's still trying to determine if he can do this deal based off the price that she gave, right? And he's trying to get her to open up, but she's really not. She's got a bullet point answering those questions. It's not that the questions he's asking are not open-ended enough. It's just that the nature of the question is not, she really doesn't have a whole lot to say to it, right? He went down the probate. Is the probate done? Yes, the probate's done. If he had asked that and wasn't, that could have been a 3-4 minute response, right? But it's actually beneficial for him to what he's trying to do that the probate is done. So he's getting solid responses here, and he's getting the necessary information that he needs to make a decision. So I like the questions that he's asking, okay? And this is why this is going to be a relatively quick close, because everything is kind of lined up here, right? Now, at some point in time, they'll ask a little bit about hey, does this property need to be demoed? Is the foundation solid? This is an opportunity where he could dive into condition a little bit to buy himself some time, where, he said, you said it's a complete fixer-upper. Give me some more information while I'm analyzing this deal, and kind of really let her know, like, hey, I need you to just open up and talk about it, so I can say yes or no. If I were him, that's the direction I would head.
No, just in general about the property, like trying to sell it.
Nope, I'm just starting to do that now.
Got it. Okay. And you're looking for $5,000 out of it.
Yeah, 5,000 if I can get it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how do you need to do anything with it? I mean, how quickly would you be willing to get that done?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
There's nothing I need to do.
Okay. All right. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just kind of looking around here.
Tell me a little bit more about the condition so I can say yes to that 5,000. I don't mind the awkward silence. I talk about awkward silence all the time. But one of the things that I would want him to do, he said, well, give me a little bit of time just to look around. All right. I would have preferred one more question there, the condition question, to try to just get her to open up and really sell him on the property. That would have been the moment right there. Like, give me a little bit more detail about the condition. I know you don't want to deal with it, but you know what needs to be done. Tell me exactly what needs to be done. Something along those lines to get her to talk right here. And then if he needed to have more time when she was done, he could have hit her with the awkward silence because he asked a question and she answered. Then he could have hit her with this awkward silence because right now she has no motivation or she does not feel the need to say anything because he said, give me a little bit of time. So right now, this awkward silence is not going to get her to talk because he essentially gave her permission to not talk. See, she's completely okay with this right now. Not that this is bad, because if he needs to take this time to make the decision, that's okay. It's just he's not going to get any information right now. So right now, the only thing that's moving the needle for him making a decision is purely based off of the work that he is doing on his end, not.
Eat with your mom. Yeah. And your food's in the microwave.
She worried about the babies.
What? Let me pick up the paper. This is about the middle of the floor, baby.
I do love the fact that Neil is completely comfortable with this, though. He's not panicking. Not making any quick decisions. This is solid, especially for his moving forward. The fact that he is willing to do this is a very positive sign for his ability to analyze and underwrite deals on the phone.
Okay, Sylvia, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. So yeah, I think I can send you, I think that 5,000 should be able to work. So what we'll do is I can send you over an agreement for that 5,000, and I can send that to your email. It's just a couple page document, nothing too serious. And then what we'll do is I'll get somebody out there probably in the next few days to take a look at it. And unless there's something crazy that we find, then we should be good to go. If not, then I would just let you know and kind of take it from there. But it's pretty straightforward. These are typically type of properties we deal with. And then after that, we'll get a title company, open up title, and then can get things going. Usually I set those dates out for 30 days, which is pretty typical for a closing. And then, get that finished and that's it.
Great. So you have my email address?
Let me take it down here.
The only thing that I would have said there, I definitely would have asked the question about the condition, got her to open up and talk about more about the condition when he was doing the analysis there. And then say, hey, Sylvia, I'm pretty interested in this. Let me ask you this. If I cover the closing costs and there's no realtor commissions, what's the best price you could do for me? Because she did say 5,000, somewhere in that range. She might have been willing to come down to like 4,500 or something like that. Not that you need to squeeze the seller, but when you're selling a property, when you're wholesaling a property that you get under contract for 5,000, it's going to be pretty tight for you probably. More often than not, that's going to be pretty slim margins on your wholesale fee. So anything he could have gotten there could have been beneficial. I think he left a little bit of meat on the bone there. Do love the explanation of the process. Dale, I would say, hey, refine that a little bit. Work on that. You're again, more reps. The more you do this, the better it's going to be. Just some of the language that you use there, like when you said, hey, I'm going to send over a 2-page agreement. nothing too serious. Wouldn't want to say that because then they'll put yourself in the shoes of seller signs the 2-page agreement, and then 2 days later they call you back and say, hey, I want to cancel that. It was nothing too serious anyway, so I just want to move on. Someone else came along and offered me $7,500. It is a serious document. It's a contract. It's not complicated. It is a simple 2-page agreement, but I wouldn't say it's nothing too serious. Just be careful of some of the language that just slips out of our mouth. Again, put those reps in, and then when you become a machine with how you say it, then you don't say things that maybe you don't necessarily mean there. Listen, I do it too, where especially on like lengthy conversations, sometimes you say something and then you think back and you're like, well, why did I say that? Because this is serious. Especially like Dale, think about it. You go assign this for $20,000, and then she says, well, this wasn't a serious agreement and I want to back out. It's serious. That's a lot of money. So just be careful of some of that language there.
So what access wise is there?
We have boards up on the board. We have boards up on the door.
Okay.
So you would have a drill bit with different types of drill bits.
Assuming the close, moving straight to recon like that.
Phillips. You gotta use the metrics with the Phillips with the different.
Okay. But other than that, we could just go over there. I don't have to meet you there or anything. I mean, you're okay with us just going over there?
No. Best to go through the front door, take some lighting.
Okay. And how long has it been since like the electric or water has been on?
Water hasn't been on for a while. Electrical was on a couple years.
Okay.
Okay, some feedback here. The access question, I'm okay with. Electric and plumbing. The only reason why I don't like asking these questions is because we're still not under contract yet. And so I just don't want to alarm a seller with asking questions that can potentially like spook them a little bit, where it's like, why was he asking those questions about the electric and plumbing? Once we're under contract, then you could be like, hey, when was the last time electric and water was on and stuff like that? Right here, this is such a sensitive time in the process. I really just want to keep her core focus on getting that contract signed, and then we'll move on to the next steps. He's kind of already moving on to the recon and now really diving into questions to prepare for dispositions. I would just advise maybe eliminate this until you've got the signed contract, because we don't want to spook anybody.
All right. What's your email? All right. I'll get this sent over to you. If not this evening, then tomorrow. And then we can touch base again if you have any questions.
15 minutes.
You'll have my contact and can reach out.
Or while you're on the phone.
Otherwise, we'll get that started and then go from there.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, Sylvia. Thanks.
Right.
Yeah, thanks for talking.
See you later. Bye.
Any reaction? No reaction. Well, first and foremost, Dale was newer in this. He said that in the post in the vault that he's newer. For being new in this, Dale, great job, bro. Great job. Super proud of you. Super proud of you recording this, being willing to share it with all of us and put it out there for the masses to see. Dale has started his YouTube channel. This is his first one. So go follow him, Dale Kearns Jr. You saw his little handle there in the bottom left corner. So go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Dale, I want to see more calls. More calls, man. More closes. The more that you do this, the more reps that you're going to put in, the better you are. But you're already so far ahead of the game, man. As far as using the closers for me, I thought you did a great job. Would have liked to see the kill shot there at the end. Would have liked to see one more open-ended question there. Work on refining your language on some of the phrases, the phraseology, the terminology there at the beginning, right? Hey, this is Dale Kearns. Saw that you entered on my website, 123 Main Street. You still looking to sell that property? Simplify that beginning to avoid any awkwardness, okay? And then when you need to analyze, ask that open-ended question, then sit in awkward silence. All right. That's what really makes awkward silence take it to the next level. And then, dude, you earned it on this one. Go get your extra 10 to 20% on this by asking, hey, there's no closing costs, there's no realtor commissions. What's the best price you can do for me? Outside of that, dude, that was awesome. Awesome. I love seeing it. But every time we do a King Closer Reacts, and it's with the closers formula, man, it feels so much better than all the other BS. So I love it. I love it. Dale, I appreciate you. Guys, let Dale know, one, how much you appreciate him for sharing this with you, because it takes some cojones to be able to put this out there. So, Dale, I appreciate that. You guys, let Dale know you appreciate this, okay? Give the video a like, give Dale a shout out, and we'll see you guys next week on the King Closer Reacts.